I love Enugu, and you can't blame me for it, certainly not. For so many reasons. Anybody who is an Igbo man, travel from any part of the world, the moment you set your foot on soil in Enugu, you are home. Why? Enugu is the capital of Igbo land. It has remained like that for years. From the days of the regions, through the war, East Central State, Anambra State, Enugu State, Enugu has been one and the same. Where you come into and you heave a sigh of relief, I have come home. All right, I've had a lot of people accuse me of preferring Enugu to my home state of Anambra. And each time they say it, I laugh. They don't know why I'm amused when they say it. But I'll give you the reason straight away. On the 7th of March, 1947, I was born here in Enugu at number 22 Church Road, Asata, near St. Bart's. So if you look at it properly, number 1, Emrumnawa, that's 1. Number 2, Enugu Babayababu, right? So how was the expecting to say it? Because I don't say it all the time? No. This is my first port of call. This is where I was born, and I was carried as a baby to Makurdi in the north. From Makurdi to Kafanchan to Mina to Kano to Zaria, where I started schooling. So I was born in Enugu. And all my children were born here in Enugu. We went to school here in Enugu. Met all their friends here in Enugu. This is the only place they know. And it's the only place I know too, because I'm not used to any other place. Now, if you look at all the developments that have been recorded in Enugu, you will know why a lot of people who come into Enugu are not in a hurry to leave Enugu. You see, before the governor assumed office, he had spent a long period of apprenticeship in the House of Reps. And that equipped him for the challenges of the office. He had a very clear vision of what his responsibilities are and what the office of governor demands. He came with a very clear vision of what he wants Enugu State to be. And he proceeded to do that. Now, knowing the political complexion of Enugu, he evolved a profound philosophy of tolerance anchored on altruism. Now, what is altruism? Altruism is respecting the feelings of others. So you see, no matter the views you entertain, even if they are strictly out of consonance with his own thinking, he tolerates those views. If you criticize him constructively, he reacts sensibly. Tell him that the other part of Enugu where there is no light. In the night, he personally drives to that point to witness for himself whether there is light or not. But above all, he has what overseas we describe as a social conscience. It simply means that if anybody or any part of the state records any disaster, he quickly sets in motion circumstances geared at ameliorating the situation. I'll give you an example with Abo. Abo suffered from erosion, and the governor sent a team to Abo to go and evaluate the individual damages suffered by the people concerned. I was there when they were being compensated. Her Excellency was there when she was giving out the checks, and We were part of the ovation. Yes, I was there, and I was very happy about it. It is not all the time that you find a governor who reacts promptly when people suffer such distress. Again, on the 30th of December, oh, by the way, I live at Transekulu. On the 30th of December, a tanker caught fire on one of the streets in Transekulu. A lot of people suffered damages. By the 1st of January, just 2 days after, all the people had been compensated by the governor. I don't know how he does it, but he does it. But you see, there is one problem that we have as a people. If you honor your commitments without blowing your trumpet, you're very likely to be taken for granted. People in Enugu State get their salaries as and when due, and in December they get paid twice. I am not aware that any other state is that lucky. Move out of Enugu State to some states that enjoy power at the center. Their biggest problem is paying salaries. And I mean every word of what I am telling you. Governor Ugwuanyi has empowered individuals in various aspects of human endeavor. If you watch him moving around in the company of the people who voted him in, he doesn't require gun-toting people around him, no, because he enjoys the confidence of those people. And it is mutual, it is reciprocal, you know. When you have a man whose strongest power is his ability to make friends very easily, you know why Enugu has been an astounding success. A place where people of all shades of political opinion can converge and express their views obstreperously aloud, and yet nobody raises a finger to say, look, this is not the way the governor thinks. No. And what surprises me is that if you walk up to the governor and say, Your Excellency, sir, I wonder if you heard what this person said yesterday. The governor looks at you and says, well, he's entitled to his opinion. So what else are you going to say? This is why he says Enugu State is in the hands of God. Enugu enjoys peace, incredible peace, unique peace. I have watched several governments in the state, and all the governors have all left their legacies. I must admit that. But none till date has succeeded in creating the kind of peace that Enugu now enjoys. And I think this is attributable to the philosophy of the person who is at the helm of affairs. He believes that every individual has a right to stay in Enugu and express their opinion. And this is why the moment people come into Enugu, they are not in a hurry to go back. Congratulations, Your Excellency. This is a person with a strong spiritual commitment to the demands of his office. I remember the governor telling me once, a week to the commencements of the elections, he said, Chief, we are going to start fasting. It will last for 1 week. And the moment it ends, the election will start. For the very first time, I now knew why the slogan, Enugu State is in the hands of God, is not just a flimsy creation to gratify political sentiments. No. It's a commitment to the service of God, from whom comes all power. I have moved around Enugu. I have seen developments that are going to last for so long. Time was in Enugu, and I mean every word of what I'm telling you now, when you couldn't shake hands with anybody without looking left, right. Yes. During the period of the NPP and the RC or something, NPN, that's right. Some of us who were in the media, we were shining targets for unnecessary condemnation, scurrilous attacks. Somebody offered me a bottle of beer at the Hotel Presidential. I couldn't drink it because he belonged to the opposing party. My father taught him in school. So he saw me as his own son, and he said, "Pete, sir, what about your father?" I said, "Fine, he's still alive. Take a beer on me." I said, "Thank you, sir." But a lot of people were looking at me, and knowing that that man belonged to the NPN, I couldn't drink that beer. The beer, well, I think it is still there. I mean, this happened more than well, 40 years ago. I lost that beer. We don't have that kind of acrimonious relationship between parties today in Enugu. No. They probably may exist in other parts of the country, but certainly not here. I visited a couple of schools that have been renovated by the governor, schools that were equipped with computers. I was surprised to see children of 8, 9, 10 years being conversant with computers. And look at me, an unrepentant dunce where the computer is concerned. And these little children were punching my name on the computer and telling me all sorts of things about myself that I didn't know. And I said, this is progress. It is not restricted to just one portion of the state. No, it's all over the state. So you know why I get accused of being particularly fond of Enugu? It is where I was born. And in Igbo was not Ebonyi Bikona Awachi. That's where I was born. And if you take me out of Enugu, it's like taking fish out of water. I can't get used to any other place, not at 72. Come on. So you see, I am praying to God that the kind of peace we have continues. When the governor finishes his second term, I do hope sincerely that whoever takes over from him must guarantee a continuation of that peace. It matters a lot. If you don't have peace, you can't have harmony. If you don't have harmony, there is no way you can guarantee progress. It is when the people that you're responsible for show appreciation by doing whatever it takes to make sure that you don't have grumbles within the polity as a result of maybe some bad administration. That is when you can succeed. Congratulations, Your Excellency. Keep that gap-toothed smile on.
Enugu State is in the hands of God. Buru buru, sogi kanyiba. Enugu State is